Hi, thanks for joining me today. Welcome to part 2 of my Canon and D tutorial for piano beginners. In today's video, we are going to build upon the pattern that we learned in part 1 of this series. Specifically, we are going to focus on ways that we can extend the pattern of our right hand. If you are new here and you haven't seen part 1, I do recommend familiarizing yourself with that. I will link that video in the description so that it's easy for you to find. But if you've gone through that video and you know the pattern and you're ready to get started, then let's get going. Okay, so since we're just looking at our right hand today, I've set up my camera to focus on the top half of my piano. So this is middle C right here, just to get you oriented. Let's talk about our new pattern before we try it on the piano. I'm going to put our original pattern from part 1 up on the screen. Hopefully that looks familiar. Now here's the pattern for today. To each of these notes, we are going to add another note that we're going to play at the same time. And that new note is going to be 2 letter names below our original note. So in other words, we're going to start playing 2 notes at a time, and you can tell what that extra note is by counting down 2 notes from the original. So let's figure out those notes together, okay? From our F sharp, we are going to count down 2 letter names. So we'll skip the E and add a D. So we're going to play D and F sharp at the same time, okay? Next note is E. From E, we are going to skip the D and add a C sharp. Remember from part 1, we're not playing any Cs, we're only playing C sharps instead, okay? Let's keep going. From the D, we're going to count down 1, 2, and add a B. From our C sharp, we'll skip the B and add an A. From the B, we'll skip the A and add the G. From the A, we'll skip the G and add an F sharp. Then we're traveling back up the piano, right? So we have a B again, which means we'll add a G again, and a C sharp, so that we'll add an A again. Okay, that's our first new pattern. Now, let me give you some fingering options so that we can play this. If you are a total beginner to piano and you don't have much experience playing multiple notes at a time, I recommend you use fingers 2 and 4 for all these sets of notes. You should find that 2 and 4 are pretty flexible and reach all the different notes pretty easily. If you have more experience with piano and you want to aim for a smoother connection between your notes, I recommend that you alternate between fingers 1 and 3 and then 2 and 4. 1 and 3, 2 and 4. Okay, that's an advanced option, but in this video, because it is for beginners, I'm going to stick with the fingers 2 and 4. Okay, so let's give this a try. Getting fingers 2 and 4 ready. Let's remember that we're starting 2 F sharps above middle C, so that's up here. Okay, so let's give this a try. D and F sharp, C sharp and E, B and D, A and C sharp, G and B, F sharp and A, G and B, A and C sharp. Good stuff. Okay, now let's see if you can follow along if I count out loud like I did in our last video. We'll hold each of these sets of notes for 4 counts. Ready? Okay. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome, good stuff. Okay, please practice this pattern a few times until it's easy for you. Next, I'd like to show you what this pattern sounds like when we add the left hand. Okay, so I've pulled the camera back a bit so you can see my left hand. Here's middle C again for your reference. I'm going to trust that you remember your left hand really well from part 1, so I'm not going to put that on the screen, but I will put our new pattern there. And we'll go through this really nice and slowly anyway, so I think you should be able to follow along. So finding our positions, we have our left hand starting on the D below middle C with our first finger, and our right hand starting 2 F sharps above middle C with fingers 2 and 4. Okay, I'm going to add the pedal because that sounds nice. Okay, so I will call out the notes and you can try playing along. Okay, ready? D in your left hand, D and F sharp in your right hand, A in your left hand, C sharp and E in your right hand, B in your left hand, B and D in your right hand, F sharp in your left hand, A and C sharp in your right hand, G in your left hand, G and B in your right hand, D in your left hand, F sharp and A in your right hand, G in your left hand, G and B in your right hand, A in your left hand, A and C sharp in your right hand. Good stuff. Great. Okay. Would you like to try that one more time together just to make sure we can do it? Okay. And I'll code the names a little bit faster this time. Ready? D, D, F sharp. A, C sharp, E. B, B, D. F sharp, A, C sharp. G, G, B. D, F sharp, A. G, G, B. A, C sharp. Good stuff. All right. Take some time to practice that. Get to know it really well. I have one more thing I want to show you today. It's a tiny extra extension to just what we just learned in the right hand, but I think you're really going to like it. So practice that and come back whenever you're ready. Okay, I am back at the top half of my piano. Middle C is right here for your reference. And I'm going to put our new pattern up on the screen. And I'm leaving some space at the bottom because I would like to fit an extra note to our playing. Now, if you've never played 3 notes at a time before, I don't want you to panic because this new note is going to come in after you've played the first 2 notes. So if you need to, you'll be able to move your hand like this. And I bet you'll find this easier than you think. Okay, so I'm going to show you the new notes on the screen. And I wonder if we could look at this together. Can you notice any patterns in these new notes that might help us learn them better? Let's take a look. Well, you might notice a couple things. You might notice that there's a lot of repetition going on here. The A's get played twice, the F sharps get played twice, the D's get played 3 times. So that's pretty helpful because it means that we have less notes to learn. Another pattern that you might notice if you have some previous experience in piano is that most of these notes, the A, the F sharp, and the D, are notes of the D major chord. If you notice that pattern, you would also be correct. That is a more advanced observation, and I know that a total beginner would not notice that one, but if you happen to notice that, that might help you remember which notes we're going to add. So, and looking for patterns like these is what makes learning piano so much easier. But for all of my other beginners watching, we can just lean on that first thing that we noticed, that we're going to stay on the same bottom note A for 2 sets of notes, the same bottom note F sharp for 2 sets of notes, then the same bottom note D for 3 sets of notes, and then we'll just step up to 1 E for the last set of notes. Okay? Okay, so which fingers do I recommend using for this? Well, you're in luck because our fingers 2 and 4 that we already learned are perfect for this pattern because they leave your thumb or your first finger available for our new bottom notes. I really like this for beginners because if you don't have the flexibility yet to reach all these notes at the same time, you can use a rocking motion with your wrist to reach these bottom notes. Another thing that I like about this pattern, and that I'll show you in a minute, is that our first two notes are going to be traveling down the piano, and they naturally reposition our hand to be able to reach these new bottom notes. So I really like that. Even though we're playing a lot of notes here, we're still staying within a distance of 6 notes at all times. That's on purpose so that the song stays manageable, okay? So let's try this new pattern from start to finish, okay? We're going to play D and F sharp first, then add the A, C sharp and E together, add another A, good. B and D together, add the F sharp, and you can rock your hand if you need to, A and C sharp together, add the F sharp, this is a bit of a squeeze, good. G and B together, add the D, F sharp and A together, add the D, you're doing great. G and B together, add the D again, A and C sharp together, add the E. Good stuff. So how do you feel about this new addition? Are you managing that so far? Remember, you can rock your wrist if you need to so that you can reach these notes. But if you still find that challenging, maybe let me know in the comments and I'll take it a little easier in the next tutorial. But if you like this, then please also let me know that in the comments and I will keep our tutorials at about this level, okay? Okay, let's try that again. This time, we'll try it with my counting. Now, here's where things are going to get a little bit different. Because we've added a new note in the middle, we're not going to hold all our notes for 4 counts each, okay? Instead, we're going to hold our first set of notes for 1, 2, and our bottom note for 3, 4, okay? Let's give this a try. All right. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good stuff. Fantastic. Okay, please practice this pattern a few times until it's easy for you. Next, we're going to take a look at what this pattern sounds like when we add the left hand. Okay, so I've pulled the camera back a bit so you can see my left hand again. Here's middle C for your reference. Let's get our hands in our starting position, okay? The D below middle C and 2 F sharps above middle C. Okay, now let's remember about the counting. The left hand is going to hold for 4 counts, but our right hand is playing the first sets of notes on 1, 2, and the bottom note for 3, 4. Okay, let's try that together. Ready? Nice and slow. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Good stuff. All right. Okay. The last thing I would like to do today is integrate everything that we've done so far, just like we did in the first video. So now we can repeat our patterns 4 times. Okay. First time will just be the left hand. Second time will be the left hand and 1 right hand note. The third time will be left hand with 2 right hand notes. And the fourth time will be the left hand and all 3 right hand notes. Okay? What do you think? Ready to give it a try? Let's give it a shot. Okay, let's get our hands in the position. Left hand is the D below middle C. Right hand is starting 2 F sharps above middle C. But let's remember, when we're just playing one note at a time, we had the fingers 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, right? So we're actually starting with finger 3 at first. Ready? Okay. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, fantastic. Really well done. Really great work today. I hope that you are starting to notice this piece come together for you and that you are noticing improvements in your playing. If you have any questions about anything we've discussed today, please leave them in the comments. I would also really appreciate if you could let me know how you felt about stretching your hand to a distance of 6 notes. Was that manageable for you? How would you feel if I added a distance of an octave to our next video? Is that something that you could manage, or should I try to keep this under 6 notes? Please let me know, because I really want to make this series the best it can be for our community. Thanks again for joining me. I hope you have fun playing your piano this week, and I'll see you next time.